Sneakerheads and basketball enthusiasts alike, this is the only lane, and we are back. This is technically, it was supposed to be an unboxing. I have the box over there. I unboxed it before, and then there was no sound, so we're trying it again. Do me a favor before we get into this, hit the like button, subscribe button if you like what you've seen before, or you like what you see today. Somehow there's dust on this, but let's just start off with what we got here. It says Kobe 6 Protro, bright crimson black, in a size 11.5. There's the tag right there if you guys can see. It probably won't focus, but I'll show you guys that a little bit later. And then, as you already know from the title, these are them. These are the Kobe 6 reverse Grinches. Reverse Grinches. I say reverse like that because technically they're not called the reverse Grinches. In case you didn't realize, when you, or if you were able to, if you tried for them on sneakers, they're called the reverse. Why is that? It's because Nike doesn't want to pay for licensing for the Grinches. Same way the Grinches weren't actually called the Grinches. It's the same way most of these shoes aren't actually called that name, right? Like the 7 Raptors, or they're not actually Raptors. I'm trying to think what else. There's a bunch of random shoes that have names to them that they didn't actually name, right? They didn't name them. You guys named them, and then they just ran with the name. But yeah, these are the reverses. I never owned any 6s, so I had to learn about it. The only other 6s I own are these down here. These are the Kobe 6s, and these actually do have dust on them. These are the Kobe 6, I believe these are the GGs, I believe that's what they're called. They got the GG on the back, the number 2 on the side. You guys have seen these. This is like not a surprise to you. Those are the only ones, and I'm probably never going to wear those. They'll probably go in a case somewhere. I will say the box is a little bit different on these than on the reverses than on the GGs. This is just like a plain black box with the logo on it and the Kobe Sig on the bottom of that. Hold on. But this box, you can actually see that they applied the snake scales on them. If you can't actually see that, I will zoom in, of course. But you can actually see the snake scales on the box. It's actually textured, so you can feel it as well. I think that's pretty cool. Matches the upper, and I guess technically it matches the outsole, which is what we will start with. The outsole on these, I guess, supposedly is supposed to be snake inspired. No, well, the whole shoe is supposed to be snake inspired, right? This is supposed to be the Black Mamba shoe. The shoe is completely inspired by it, right? You can tell by the upper. You can tell by the outsole. To me personally, I don't see how that can be snake inspired, but I guess that's just me. When you go based off the upper, I guess that's why I can't tell. But you got that snakeskin inspired. To be honest, it's more orange. Like, this outsole is more orange than the upper, or should I say like an infrared? It's more of like an infrared than anything else. Yeah, what's the color they said? Bright crimson. Bright is right. It's definitely that. Then you have that green, obviously the signature green for the Grinch there on the heel there, and then you have this shank plate that just runs through the midsole, or the midfoot right there. And then moving on up, supposedly this is Cushlon. I am not going to deny that I watched, Wear Tester. I watched a Nightwing's video right before this because I was actually curious. I've never worn one of these. There wasn't a press release, so I don't actually know what's in these. He said it's Cushlon. If he says it, then hey, he originally reviewed these sneakers when they originally came out, so he would know better than I would. I would also say, if you guys want to see like a much more detailed review, like he goes through like so much of this, by all means, I will put the video at the top. Feel free to take a look at that because it's detailed. It's very detailed. Then you have the on the upper, you have the, like I said already, the snakeskin, and that is the little snake skin is attached to some, I believe he said it was micro mesh. Once again, I'm not going to go through that description. You can go listen to Nightwing. He loves that stuff. Not that I don't love it, but I don't know it as much to describe it. And then you have the green laces. Green laces, green Kobe logo on the tongue there. You got Kobe's SIG on the back in gold. And then obviously the black swooshes. To be honest, extra laces would have been great on these. And I saw someone say red. Absolutely not. To have red on red would be crazy. Black laces on these would go nuts. I know I have like just a box of like just extra laces. I'm gonna see if I can find a pair of black laces and put those on these. It's gonna pop so well. It's gonna make the specific hits of green on this look nuts. Look absolutely nuts. I might go one black, one green. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I don't plan on wearing these anytime soon, but we can go into like the history of it a little bit. I don't know if you guys know. These are obviously inspired by the Grinch, the original Kobe Grinches. They came out in 2010, which is part of the Christmas pack. Something they don't do anymore. Not really anyways. Or maybe they're just not that important. Like every holiday there just used to be a pack that would come out. And we would fiend for that, right? We would want the pack, the Black History Month pack, the Christmas pack. They would have, some of them would have Halloween packs, the All-Star packs. Like it would, technically they're not packed into sneakers. Like, can you see these? Yeah, like a double. It's not a double box, but like it would be a bunch of sneakers coming out. So what came out with these was, I believe it was the LeBron, maybe the 10s. Maybe it was the LeBron 10 Christmases. It could have been earlier. I don't really exactly remember the model, but they were, I believe they were red and green, and then obviously the Grinches were green and red. And for the Christmas game, it was Kobe and LeBron playing against each other. So just the contrast of having the Christmases and the Grinch, it was just like a play. I assume it was like a play on the Grinch story. But I personally love the Grinches much better than these, especially the fact that they're not actually red. When we first saw 80 wear them, maybe 2 years ago, maybe even more. It might have been even longer when we first saw 80. I believe it was like a picture that we saw him by the locker room have them, and then he wore them maybe a little bit later. We really wanted them, and they really looked red. It's not red. It's like orange. But the original Grinches I tried for them when they re-released. I believe that was I'm gonna say that was maybe 2020 at this point, maybe 2020, 2021. I could not grab them, which is rare because I'm usually able to get damn near anything. Like I got these on sneakers, so I'm usually able to get damn near anything, but I couldn't grab them. And then the price went up to like $500, and I was like, I should grab them. Like that would have been the most I've ever spent on a sneaker, ever. Like resale, retail. I think the closest one would have been the COS 4s, which are up there. The retail on those was like $350 or something. It was ridiculous. I didn't even expect to pay that much. But yeah, I was gonna drop it. I was gonna drop the $500 for them, and I kind of forgot. I did like other things with the money, and then when I came back to look at them, it was like $700. I think right now they're like $800, $900. I don't know if I'm doing that. Not that I don't got it. I'm not. If I wanted to and I put the money aside, I could do it, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend $800 individually on a sneaker that I know I'm going to wear. I'm more than likely going to wear that. I'm definitely going to wear these at some point. When, I don't know. So, will I do it at some point? Yeah, because when are they going to re-release again, really? I think they'll re-release, I don't want to say these beforehand, but it's going to be quite some time before we see those, since those recently re-released. So, maybe I will have to pull back, now that I'm thinking about it. I have to like talk myself into this. See how sick that is? Look at all these sneakers. The way I talk myself into this stuff is disgusting. Thank you guys for watching. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe. If you like what you've seen before or you like what you saw today, is the only way. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one.